Honourable members, prayers. Almighty God, we humbly beseech thee to look with favour upon this Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. Grant that it may perform its high duty as in thy sight. Give divine guidance to the President of the Republic, endow members of Parliament and ministers of state with discernment and vision, integrity and courage, that through the labours of government, this land and people may be well and truly served, and thy good purposes for the common human life be realized in our midst. O God, grant us a vision of our country, fair as it might be, a country of righteousness, where none shall wrong his neighbor, a country of plenty, where evil and poverty shall be done away with, a country of brotherhood, where all success shall be founded on service and honor shall be given to the deserving, a country of peace, where government shall rest on the will of the people and the love for the common good. Bless the efforts of those who struggle to make this vision a living reality. Inspire and strengthen our people that they may give time, thought, and sacrifice to speed the day of the coming beauty of Ghana and Africa. Amen. Honourable members, we will turn to item 3. Item 3, formal communication by the Speaker. I have this communication coming from the Office of the Speaker, and the communication is donation of Bible to the Speaker and members of Parliament. I repeat, donation of Bibles to the Speaker and members of Parliament. Bibles. And this is the message. Honourable members, on Wednesday, 12 July 2023, the Right Honourable Speaker received a delegation led by the Chairman of the Gideon International, Mr. Lord Winter, and the purpose of the meeting, among others, was to donate Bibles to Mr. Speaker and the 275 members of Parliament. The Bibles will be placed in your mailbox. I thank you for the communication from Mr. Speaker. So we move to item 4. Item 4, collection of votes and proceedings and official report. Yes, honourable member for Okankwe Central.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, may I refer you to Standing Order 57, which deals with prayers. Standing Order 57, that the Speaker shall read prayers at every sitting before any business is entered upon. And Standing Order 53 on the order of business, which you've started very well today with a prayer. I'm seeking your leave under Standing Order 53-2 And with your kind permission, I'll read. By leave of Mr. Speaker, that the order of business set out in the order paper may be altered on any particular day. Mr. Speaker, I beg to move and ask your leave that the business statement for the week which has been submitted to us, the week ending Friday, 21st July, be delivered by the leadership in accordance with the rules that I've read to you, because if we are to take the votes and proceedings as provided for understanding of the 34, there are a lot of issues that members would want to comment on and have corrected, especially with regards to the debate on the new house rules and a few other things that I've seen on the votes and proceedings today, especially with members being present, members who've been marked absent. So looking at the composition of the House today, I beg of you to just alter the business of the day and allow the Deputy Whip to present the business statement, and with your kind permission, adjourn the House. So next week, I shall move. Thank you.
So are you saying that we should take the business statement for the ensuing week without taking the votes and proceedings of yesterday?
Rightly so, Mr. Speaker.
Well, let him listen to Kwadaso, member for Kwadaso.
Mr. Speaker, with respect, I partly agree with my revered senior regarding the variation of the business for the day. However, I vehemently, respectfully disagree with him on the adjournment of the House, because if we did that, it is going to give our friends on the other side the catalyst, the oxygen to breathe, and they will hide under that to perpetuate their own decided action that, in my respective opinion, does not inure to the benefits of their constituents. Our colleagues are supposed to be here to pursue the agenda and the interests of their constituents. Nobody bars them or prevents them from solidarizing with their colleagues. But I think that in this instance, a delegation could do. Our Speaker, I don't even believe that all of them are the courts. As we speak, some might be in their offices. This is a complete sabotage of the House. A delegation can be sent to be with their colleagues over there. They are just trying to disrupt the business of the House and of the government. And this is not acceptable. So I agree with him on the score that we can vary the order of business for the day, but we should continue to do business as long as no other issue against business for the day is raised. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. The issue raised by Honorable Member for Okankwe Central, if we vary the order, then it means we are varying, we will still come back to do the votes and proceedings. No, I don't think we can. If we are varying it, we are varying it with a view that we will come back to it. But to just suspend taking votes and proceedings, I don't think that is in order. So I will urge, I'll shoot your application down. We will take the votes and proceedings, do the business statement, and if we need to adjourn the House, we adjourn the House. But we cannot say we wouldn't do the votes and proceedings. I don't think that would be in order.
Entirely in your hands, Mr. Speaker.
Very well. Yes, Leader.
Okay, Speaker, we are guided by you, but the application our colleague made was just to vary the order of business. And I do agree with you that we can't actually do today's proceedings without actually going through what happened or what happened yesterday. So even if the business statement is presented, then we can come back and do the vote and proceedings and then adjourn the House. So what he said, we can do the business statement, come back and do the vote and proceedings and adjourn the House. We are not the reason why our colleagues are not here. So if they are not here, that is not our problem. The business statement will be presented, then we come back to do the vote and proceedings. If there are other businesses, we do. If there is none, then we can then adjourn the House. Thank you, Speaker.
Honourable members, the votes and proceedings will not take any time. Let's follow the normal trend. So let's do the votes and proceedings. Then, Honourable, don't worry. Nobody will be here. If they are here, I will protect you. So let's do the votes and proceedings. We will start with page 1. Page 2. Page 3. Yes, page 4. Page 5. Page 6. Page number 7. Page 8. Page 9. Page 10. Page number 11. Page 12. Page 13. Page 14. Page 15. Page 16. Page 17. Page 18. Page 19. Page 20. Page number 21. Page 22. Page 23. Page 24. Page 25. Page 26. Page 27. Page 28. Page 29. Page 30. Page number 31. Page 32. Page 33. Yes, Honourable Member for Kwadaso.
Honourable Speaker, page 33, Roman number B, Nana Ayu Afiye, Doctor. There is no I, so it is AFRIYE. It's not YIE, it is YE. Thanks for that. Then, Mr. Speaker, I've seen some errors on the names of Roxanne Chemical. Because he's not here, I hope that next time we'll be here to correct his own mistake. Thank you.
Table, take note. And the wrong spelling of Dafiamapo is also judicial notice to all of us. So you can take note as well. So we move to page 34, page 35, and finally page 36. Honorable members, in the absence of any further corrections, the votes and proceedings of yesterday, Thursday, 13 July 2023, is hereby adopted as the true records of proceedings. Honorable members, I have two official reports here with me, and I believe all of you are having the same two official reports. The first one is the official report of Tuesday, 2nd May 2023. Official report of Tuesday, 2nd May 2023. I repeat, official report of Tuesday, 2nd May 2023. Yes, Honorable Member for Kwada, so let's hear you.
Honorable Speaker, on column 13, under Mr. Haruna Jusu, the paragraph, the last sentence, 50 million United States dollars. There should be an S after E, United States dollars. Thank you very much. Please
Very well.
Yeah. Then the following page, column 15, the paragraph, the last word, it should be attention. We should delete the S, not attentions, but attention. And the last one is very minor. On column 22, under 5.0, terms and conditions of the loan, the West Africa FSRP is to be funded by the International Development Association. Development has been hyphenated. There shouldn't be no hyphen there. It should be development. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other? Honorable table, take note of the correction raised by Professor Nyako. Honorable members, in the absence of any further corrections, the official report of Tuesday, 2nd May 2023 is hereby adopted as the true records of proceedings. Finally, I have the official report of 6th June 2023. 6th June 2023. Official report of 6th June 2023. I take it again, 6th June 2023 official report. Honorable members, in the absence of any corrections, the official report of Tuesday, 6th June 2023 is hereby adopted as the true records of proceedings. Yes, we now turn to item 5 in today's order paper, business statement for the 7th week. I will invite the Deputy Majority Whip to do us the honors and present the official report of the ensuing 7th week.
Thank you. Right. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Pursuant with Standing Order 122, your committee, the Business Committee, met on Thursday, 13 July 2023, and arranged business of the House for the ensuing week. Honorable Speaker, you may communicate according. Honorable Speaker, the committee accordingly submits its report as follows. You may read available communication in the House. Mr. Speaker, The Business Committee has scheduled the following ministers to respond to questions asked of them during the week. There are 50 questions in all, 2 urgent questions, and 48 oral questions. The Minister of Education is answering 11 questions. The Health Minister is responding to 7 questions. Lands and Natural Resources, 7 questions. The Minister for Communication, 5 questions. The Minister for Tourism has 4 questions to respond to. The Trade and Industry Minister also has 4. And as usual, the Roads Minister with the highest of 12. Honorable Speaker, in all, 7 ministers are expected to attend upon the House to respond to all the above questions. You may admit statements, Honorable Speaker, in the House by honorable members in accordance with Order 72. Honorable Speaker, papers may be laid during the week, and reports from committees may also be presented to the House. Honorable Speaker, you may admit motions and debates and their consequential resolution, if any, taken during the week. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the Public Financial Management Act 2016 at 9:21, the Honorable Minister for Finance is expected to present the mid-year review of the budget statement and economic policy of the Government of Ghana for the 2023 financial year to this Honorable House on Tuesday, 25th of July, 2023. Honorable members are therefore to take note of this day and avail themselves for the presentation. Honorable Speaker, the Business Committee urges all committees with referrals, particularly the underlisted, to expedite consideration of same for the attention of the House. The Grain Development Authority Bill 2022, the Ghana Industrial Property Office Bill 2023, the Rent Bill 2023, the Budget Bill 2023, National Petroleum Authority Amendment Bill 2023. Right Honorable Speaker, the Business Committee again recommends that the House commence sitting each day at 10 a.m. and also have extended sitting to ensure that business schedule for the 7th week, particularly the bills programmed, are considered by the House and same passed expeditiously. It is hoped that this recommendation, if adopted, would also facilitate the consideration of other parliamentary business and will require the attention of the House. Mr. Speaker, pursuant to your directive on Friday, 7 July 2023, the Business Committee 2023 to the Business Committee to program the ministers responsible for finance, education, food and agriculture to appear to the House to appraise to the House on the challenges confronting the National Food Company Limited. The committee has accordingly programmed the ministers to attend upon Parliament on Tuesday, 18 July, and brief honorable members on the matter. Honorable Speaker, a joint caucus meeting is proposed to be held on Wednesday, 19 July 2023, after adjournment. Urgent pertinent matters would be discussed. In this regard, all honorable members are encouraged to avail themselves at the meeting. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, in accordance with Standing Order 162 and subject to Standing Order 53, the committee submits to this Honorable House the order in which the business of the House shall be taken during the week in consideration. I duly submit.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Whip. Honorable members, the business statement for the ensuing 7th week has been read to us. If there is anybody who has any comment or has any issue to raise, the floor will be open to the person. So I will first and foremost invite Honorable Member for Kwadaso.
Honorable Speaker, grateful once again for the opportunity, and I want to thank our Deputy Chief for delivering the business statement for next week. Honorable Speaker, on page 2, item 5, sitting time and extended sittings. I support in principle the need for us to have extended sittings so that we will be able to deal with business brought before the House. Honorable Speaker, I humbly also submit that we must be mindful of our time. If we're able to start sitting on time, as indicated on the business statement and in our standing orders, there might not be the need for us to have extended sittings. Or if there will be the need, it won't travel deep into the night. We are supposed to be here at 10. If we start sitting at 10 prompt, the Speaker, I'll promise you that we wouldn't or we might not need it. But if 10 a.m., you come at 10 and sitting starts at 12 noon or 1 p.m., then we are going to have extended sittings. That will travel deep in the night. So I will want to plead with leadership and your good self, Mr. Speaker, to ensure that 10 a.m. is 10 a.m. and 10 a.m. is not 12 noon. This said, on item 6, briefing by on, there are two prepositions captured. I'm happy if we can delete the by, so that it will be briefing on the challenges. Briefing on the challenges confronting the national food buffer stock campaign and not briefing by on. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, from Kwadaso, let me move to Empraeso.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much, and I want to thank the Deputy Chief Whip for a statement well delivered. Mr. Speaker, it borders on, and I rise to speak on matters of welfare, which I think that is largely affecting members of Parliament from attending upon meetings of this House. Mr. Speaker, truth be told, all the elevators in this House, especially...
Honourable Member, I don't know whether matters of welfare, this is the right forum for it.
Mr. Speaker, it borders on attendance. My brother raised the issue that members of Parliament must be in the chamber at 10 a.m. everybody has a way of coming into this chamber. We cannot live in a house where facilities that are supposed to facilitate our smooth operation in this house ain't working. And it's a problem. And I feel that I need to raise it, especially on this floor, so that we address it and address it well. It's problematic. All the elevators are not working. And Mr. Speaker, I stand on Order 168 to instruct that at least the House Committee sits to look at it. Elevators are not working at Job 600 and it's affecting members of Parliament. Thank you very much.
Very well. I thought the welfare issues can be done by the joint caucus meeting that has been scheduled for the week. That notwithstanding, Honourable Member from Price, so I'm aware that this issue was raised last week and the Speaker admitted the issue you've raised and even said some of the issue have already been given out for address. So the lift and those kind of things you will talk about, I think it has been given out for contract, and let's see how it goes. But it's good we've raised it. But other welfare issues, I think let's hold on with that so that when we meet for the joint caucus meeting, we can dilate on those areas. Yes, Honourable Member for Okankwe Central.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. I've seen that you've programmed the National Buffer Stock Company Limited to brief the House on the 18th. Mr. Speaker, we've witnessed some issues with regards to supplies of food items to our schools and colleges, and it's very important that that institution comes to the House to brief us. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, let me use the opportunity to commend the Central Bank, led by Governor Addison, the Cyber Security Authority, and YOCO for undertaking this swift exercise to apprehend over 420 suspected loan application operators. Mr. Speaker, the Bank of Ghana undertook this exercise to protect the ignorant in society and to safeguard the security of this country. Mr. Speaker, there's so much.
Honourable Member, I don't know. Is it part of the business statement that has been read to us?
Mr. Speaker, you see, the business statement wasn't read in its entirety. The Deputy Chief Whip read just a summary, and I know the Communications Minister will be in the House, so cyber security is under her office. And there are a lot of financial issues.
I think you should have come under Order 72, so that we raise it for members to also look at it.
Very well.
So I will urge you to hold on with this. I think it's a very important subject that members can dilate into it deeply. So for now, let's focus on the business statement and adapt it. Then we can move on to other areas. Asumaba, let me hear you.
Mr. Speaker, I thought this is the second time that is trying to determine how the system is this one. I was going to ask you whether you will not find out from whether it's eating breakfast, because the way it's going on, I don't know the third issue that you shoot down. So if you've not eaten breakfast, then probably you can seek his leave and go to the canteen now. I'm grateful to
We come to Tema West.
Mr. Speaker, respectfully, I want to take you back to what my colleague discussed just a while ago. Speaker, You referred to item 17 on the business statement, which talks about a joint caucus meeting where welfare matters can be discussed. Mr. Speaker, if you look at the demeanor of our colleagues, assuming on the 19th of that date, they have to go to court, it means that this meeting cannot come on. Meanwhile, your MPs are suffering. In some parts of the building, yes, last time I heard our colleague complaining bitterly about the place of convenience. Mr. Speaker, I would want you to consider or reconsider what he said and rule on this for us to have some works done in our offices. We are suffering. And I don't think it is in your interest that your MPs, Mr. Speaker, will suffer like this. I can tell you without blinking an eye that on the 19th, probably there might be a court date. And we might not have the House in a joint caucus meeting again. And this will prolong and be going on and be going on. And once we cannot predict until this case is determined, then there will not be any joint caucus meeting. So, I so submit.
Well. So, I think the whips, this falls on your laps, the welfare issues. I was thinking we will meet jointly and discuss it in deeply, but they are still raising the issue. So let him listen to honorable member for Miom. Then we will give the floor to the deputy whip to address some of the issues raised by members. So honorable member for Miom, Aziz, let's hear you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I just want to draw the attention of Deputy Majority Chief Whip to question number 1545 and question number 1760 and question number 1761 and question number 1798. I think these 4 questions were asked yesterday, and the minister was here, and he provided the answers. Even if you look at page 1 of the business statement, the ministers who are supposed to appear next week, the Minister for Transport is not captured. So I think it is a mistake, and I request that the table office should expunge it from the questions. Thank you. Thank you.
Very well. Yeah. Let me give the opportunity to Deputy Whip to respond to, then I'll come back to you.
Honorable Minister, Honorable Speaker, starting from the last submission, Honorable Aziz Miom, we thank you for calling our attention, and the necessary correction will be made. Honorable Carlos, the meeting is actually in the interest of all of us. Our colleagues are very interested in this meeting, and we verified that on that day they are going to be in the House. So it is in our interest, and all the issues raised will be considered on that day. In fact, the reason for which the caucus meeting was scheduled. Honorable Professor Nyakun, we appreciate your concern, and we would ensure that we start and close on time for all the bills to be passed before we adjourn. I think that's about all. The other members were responded The Speaker responded to the other members' concern. Thank you.
Well, let me take the last round of issues, if any. Yes, Honourable Member for Foriko.
Yes, thank you, Speaker. I just wanted to comment on the issue raised by Honourable Carlos Ahinkra in respect of the joint, the committee of who that has been scheduled for next week to discuss matters of welfare, and his worry that maybe on that day our colleagues may decide to boycott the House and go to court. I think we should not be worried about the decisions that our colleagues will take. The important thing is that the business committee has scheduled a joint committee of who for us to discuss important matters pertaining to our welfare. If anyone decides to boycott that meeting, he does so at his or her own peril. I don't think we should be managing this House based on decisions of what any other side of the House will decide to do. The official process, programs must go on, and if they find it important, I'm sure they will join. Otherwise, we will be setting a very dangerous precedent in this House, where because somebody decides to boycott business, we are forced to, as it were, adjust ourselves to what they are doing. So let the business continue as scheduled, and anyone who finds it important to join is invited to do so. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, in the absence of any further issues on the business statement, Ibre read by the Deputy Whip, we adopt the business statement for the coming 7th week. So the business statement, as discussed, is hereby adopted. Yes, Honourable
Speaker,
Deputy Whip.
having presented the business statement by the Deputy Whip and so adopted, at this material moment, I so move that this House be adjourned to Tuesday, 18th of July, 2023, at 10 a.m. in the morning. I so move.
So there's nothing that we can do?
Yes, Speaker, I second the motion for adjournment.
Honourable members, the motion has been moved and it has been seconded that this House is adjourned to Tuesday. Tuesday is 18th, eh? Tuesday, the 18th of July, 2023. All those in favor of the motion say aye. All those against the motion say no. Honourable members, the ayes have it. The motion to adjourn the House is adopted. The House is accordingly adjourned to Tuesday, the 18th of July, 2023 at 10 o'clock in the forenoon. The House stands adjourned. We've adjourned the House, but let me acknowledge our sons and daughters, our nephews and nieces, who came all the way from Gamashi Community Civic Education Club, led by Samuel Ufusu and Mrs. Pamela Usu-Ansah, and Christian Home School, led by Georgina Ohime. We acknowledge you and we are welcome. The House stands adjourned.